Introduction to Module 1. So, first let's talk a little bit on how we're going to structure this program. Some exercises are more relaxing, and some exercises are more energy giving. So, it is a bit for you to judge how you want to piece this together. We'll give you a bit of guidance and examples of how you can arrange these exercises for yourself. But I feel the simplest way to do this is to set a little bit of time in the morning and a little bit of time in the evening, maybe within an hour of rising and within an hour of sleeping. And if you have free time midday, it is the best time to work out. And so if there's more physical exercises, it would be a more proper time to do these as your body's a bit better warmed up and your energy is peaking, usually around 2 p.m. There's good exercises here that will help you replace morning coffee. Okay, you don't have to stop drinking coffee. You don't have to do anything. You do the program as you want to do it. I like coffee. Sometimes I like to go without it. Okay. What coffee does is, quick side note, it compresses the adrenals, right? So it squeezes the juice out of your adrenals, but if you drink too much, your adrenals are going to end up empty, right? So some people find coffee helps them sleep because their adrenals are already empty and it drains the rest of what's in there, so they can't have the rush or the anxiety that it causes in people with full adrenals, right? So everyone's composition is different. It depends on your lifestyle. It depends on your default mode network. Okay, where do you usually run? How does your body function by default? It's based on how you grew up, events that have happened to you, and what do you do for a living? Okay, how we also process the things that happen to you. I think it's important before we dive into this program that I put a bit of a note on the power of sexual energy. Where does your energy come from? Right? It comes from food, but it's all converted down here. And a lot of it is stored just at the low end of the belly. This extra electricity, a lot of people do not know what to do with it. And they convert it through sex only. They do not know how to rise the energy into different energy centers of the body or how to use the sexual fluids to nourish different glands. The production of sexual fluids requires a lot of energy, and this is why and I'm talking specifically about the inseminis, the seeds that are produced for creation, when they are spilled, as it says in the Bible, when your creation juice is spilled, your ability to create diminishes. That means create new body cells. That means create in a spiritual way as well, your ability to manifest. Think of what is required to bring a new soul into existence. What if you could absorb all this energy and use it for yourself instead of spilling it away into nothingness? great masters also teach that by spilling those seeds, you create a moment of weakness where evil, to say, or negative entities have a better access to your consciousness. And so by reducing or stopping the frequency of the orgasm, you're fending off and slaying demons. Now, by reversing the orgasm is how you actually slay those, we call them demons. Okay? So, by that I mean entities looking for a host. They will come and affect how you think. They will affect your energies. They will affect your cravings. They will make you want to do things that your soul might not want to do. And so part of this program is to get your soul to drive your body again and give more power to your soul, to who you really are, to what really makes you feel good. To touch a little bit more on that, this is an energy building program. If you ever go into some very intensive martial arts, qigong, okay, or yoga, or meditation retreats where you're looking for deep transformation, they will highly recommend the same thing. If you're training hard for something, for example, a triathlon, an Ironman, okay, I've seen it in some athletes. They train too hard, they even lose their sexual drive because their body is just asking for so much energy that it doesn't have the energy to produce because you're overdriving. Okay? We don't want that overdrive, we want a balance. And the last example is when you're getting ready for Olympics, high-level athletes, okay, or high-level martial artists who are getting ready for a match. They will refrain from sexual activity weeks to months ahead of their big event because they know they will get a lot more energy, a lot more focus for when they're about to really perform. The last note I had on here is to walk towards fear. Fear is there for a good reason, but again, those entities tend to use that sensation to stop you from achieving your highest potential. You're afraid of what might happen if you do something or don't do something. Change always requires for you to walk through a little bit of fear. Again, you have to make the discernment of what is really fear, what is really protection of something important, and protection of something that is actually having negative effects on your life. So this is a good question to ask yourself. Maybe note, journal, write down this week. What are 5 to 10 things that you fear? And then, is it protecting you, who you really are, your soul, your health and your development? Or is it protecting something else that does not serve you? Again, it's not about desensitizing yourself, but about discerning. And discerning requires sensitivity. And once you learn to discern, you can remove what doesn't serve you and focus on what serves you. Much love to you all. Good luck on this journey. Consistency is going to be needed. It's going to take a lot of effort for some people to go through this program. But you will reap what you sow. I hope most of these exercises here become new habits for you, if they aren't already are, and help you become a better person. Much love to you all. Bless.